Hi guys, welcome to episode 20. I didn't post on live. I didn't go live today because things that I need to do, need to catch up, and need to finish up the several projects that ongoing that require my time to do it. So I decided to do this on post instead of live for this one probably. And today I'd like to share with you guys on uh, three types of closes, three types of closing in whether physical, whether online, or whether on your sales page or on your messages, your email sequencing, or things that you want to sell. All right, things that you want to sell. That this is it really matters the closes, because whatever you do, you sell, whatever you pitch your presentation, anything is the closes, right? So this is the three types of invisible closes, so to say, that I learned from one of my mentor. That so what it is. Well, the first one is this three type of closing. The first one is called emotional, but a lot of you guys knows that closes requires emotional, whether we use it or not. This three type of closing, maybe we use one or we use two, but if we can, we use three. These three type of closes is very, very powerful. So the first one is emotions. In the sales page or your physical contact with the prospects, emotional closing is something like talking about message that involves emotions. Maybe you're sharing a story in your close. For example, like let's say for real estate, for example, well, you tell a story about your experience that click with the emotions, that capture emotions of the prospect. For example, like when I first bought my house, I'm really excited, although it is 3 years down the road or 1 year down the road. So all this excitement builds up every day. That I gonna renovate my house, how this home is gonna be, and if you're single or with your family or couple, well, my son's bedroom, my study room or AV room, all this plan out is really excited, right? When think about it, when every time when you own a house, when you're gonna get your key, and especially when you're getting a key, that's really excited, that builds up that emotional part of you. So to tell that story that the customer can relate, because it's kind of polarizing, and they capture the attention of them. They feel that emotion as well. They build up that emotion, so they're more inclined to listen to you. The second part of closing is called logic. So I believe you guys have heard before, because people buy based on emotion and they justify it with logic. So for instance, that you buy something, any other things, let's say you go to a store. Let's say I go to a store. Then I want to buy a t-shirt, right? So you go to a store, there are multiple t-shirts around. So I don't have any idea what type of design it is, what type of color that I want, how the fitting, how the cutting, all these things that require. If the promoter would come and tell me these emotional stories and all these tactics in sequence, I would be close whatever thing he sell, right? So all these things requires emotion, because when I pick any t-shirt that I like, I choose any color, black or white, or purple, or gray, or brown, or anything. That's how I feel the color is. That's how I feel the design that touched my emotional, whether my mind or my heart together, that well, this is the right t-shirt, this is the right shirt that I want, right? That plays with emotion. So when I goes back home, so usually my mom would say, you buy things again. Yeah, I don't know, you guys happen that, or your spouse goes, now this time what you buy. right? So when you go home and you explain, you justify it with logic, right? Every time when my mom asks me that, then I say, well, this is on sale. It's really, really cheap, really affordable. It's like 50% discount for you can buy one get one free, and the quality is quite nice, right? So all these are justified with logic, right? If you don't buy now, tomorrow the sale is gonna be gone, right? Because you don't tell it with emotion. Well, because I feel, right, because I feel that it captures me. The design is so nice that it captures me and all these things. No, we don't do that, right? We don't explain it like that. So we justify it with logic. So that is the justification. If you I know someone that who likes a car, right? And who likes a car and he likes to buy it, and then he went back home, and then when the wife asked, the wife or the spouse don't share it with the same type of emotions that he's getting, right? But he justified with logic to his wife that no, this is very fuel saving. It's a family car that everyone can fit in, and it's a good mileage and a good maintenance and all these things. These are logic, but emotionally, you buy the car because of emotion, right? So this is emotion closes and logic closes. So the third one is fear. This is what I experienced too. Fear of losing, right? I have launched a project before that a lot of people came in and everyone is choosing what to buy, their units and all. And another couple, a few of them, they came in and say so many people, they fear of losing out, and they just pick one and buy. And the next day they came back and asked, what did I bought? What size? What unit? I roughly know how much is it, because they're afraid of losing out. The fear of that gives them they must get it first. Then only they justify with themselves on the logic and all. I mean, they are things like that. Or when something on sale on a shopping mall, right? Or somebody launched some promotion, that something that you want to buy, that you will get it, because when you go to the store and say, oh, so many people, I have to get it, right? The fear of losing out, or the fear, or some fear like one of the teaching in closing is fear and pain, right? If to talk to the prospect, like, if you don't do this, this is what you want to change, because you want to do this because you want to change, right? So if you don't do this now, if you don't buy it, what's it gonna be in the next 6 to 12 months? You will stay the same. You won't change. You say you want to change, but you don't change. That's that pain. So what's it gonna be like in this period of time if you don't do this? What's your spouse gonna look at you? What's your family gonna look at you? What your friends gonna look at you? So induce fear and pain to them. That's one part of closing. That's very effective, very powerful. If you can find out, but this is what sales or close supposed to be, to find out what's their pain. Because one of my mentor, Dan Locke, said, no pain, no sale. That's true, because everything is pain. When you can find out and go dig deeper into the prospect's pain, then it's easier for the close. So this is the three type of closes, invisible closes, because it's not so direct. So it's invisibly that you touch the emotion of the prospects, and then you justify it with logic, and then you also talk about pain or fear. So this is how these three, whether it's physically, you talk to a prospects, or on your sales page, on your messages, on your email marketing and all that. All this plays a very important part, because I received an email, I think last week. This one of a person that I admire, that he sent an email and straight right into the pain points that I'm talking about. It's the email marketing, email sequencing that he sent. There's several of them until today, still sending, but that one really captures me. really really touched, emotional, and my pain, really, that I really want that. So the first few lines, the first few seconds, that it captures me. So that's how powerful closes are, whether people understand this strategy or not, this technique or not. So this is what my sharing is, guys. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all, and appreciate really much for supporting me. And see you guys later today. Get back live. So thank you, and hope I give you ideas and some values. And thank you very much.